2 more switchbacks and we'll make it to the top of Hope Pass, leaving the Collegiate wilderness area and heading into the Twin Lakes area. See if I can walk a little bit. So the switchbacks are great. They're always just a slight upcline. That's the fact that you're at 12,000 feet that makes them so tricky or tiring, because you know there's not a lot of oxygen up here, especially if you're from Michigan. You make the turn, you go up. Oh, it's a longer one than I want it. There's Renee way up the front. I think I'll be turning this off and catch back with you guys when I reach the top of the pass. Oh, I'll try not to huff and puff as I make it to the top of Hope Pass. See what you see when you struggle up to 12,500 feet. And there's Twin Lakes down below and Leadville off in the distance, and we're just going as far as Twin Lakes, resupply, and then back out onto the east side of the Collegiate Loop. This is the last big pass on the hike. We'll do one more pass when we do Mount Belford and Mount Oxford. Well, this is our only river crossing of the entire Colorado Trail. This is officially not on trail, but it's a bit of a shortcut. So making it across, woo, feels good. Nice and cold. Feels good on the feet. Counts as a foot washing, I guess. There you go. One river fording down. Now the Twin Lakes for a resupply and perhaps something fizzy and yummy to drink. This is our campsite after leaving Twin Lakes. It's not quite as beautiful and majestic of a view as previous nights. This is the first night on the east side of the Colorado Trail, and we've just sort of stopped here. We're dry camping. We hauled 3 liters of water, or a total of 6 liters of water, for the last 1.5 miles from the last source of water, and now we're going to sit down here, make dinner, and drink some wine, because we also brought some wine with us to make our packs a little bit heavy after we just resupplied in Twin Lakes. In Twin Lakes, had a burger, and Renee had a wonderful chicken salad and some sweet potato fries, and I had a beer and a Gatorade, and Renee had a Diet Coke and some water. Check in with you later. Well, this is Monday, day 8 of our hike. Got up at 6:15, left camp at 7:58. It's a great time to get up and breakfast and everything to go. Now we're walking south on the east side of the Colorado Trail. It's a little bit lower elevation than the west side. Still has plenty of good climbs
And then in addition, we're gonna do 2 14ers tomorrow, Oxford and Belford. Today we have, we think, about 17 miles of hiking, and looks like it's gonna be a gorgeous day. Check back in with you guys as we move down the trail. After lunch, we went down to Pine Creek, and then we decided that those 14ers,
we're too old for this shit.
We're too old for this. Well, those 14ers weren't going to be something we were going to be doing this time. So we decided to head towards Rainbow Lake, which only required us to have another 1,100 feet of vertical gain. And then we are almost there. We probably have another mile of distance and probably another 300 feet of up if we're lucky. And we're having our snack break right now. Night 9, Rainbow Lake, east side of the Collegiate Loop. This is where we're camping tonight. It's beautiful. We had a bit of rain, of course, at 4 o'clock because it's Colorado in the mountains. Let's go up to the campsite. It's getting close to hiker midnight. Just had lunch, or dinner, sorry. Now we're packing up our stuff and getting our tent ready and brushing our teeth and maybe listening to a podcast before we go to sleep. Boiling some coffee, packed up our tent. Now we're just enjoying the sun coming up over the horizon. It's touching us. We're feeling its lovely warmth. At this time of day, the sun is lovely warmth. In the middle of the day, it's not so. And then we're going to be heading down the trail. So, happy day 10 on the trail. It's a Tuesday, and we'll be going to Harbor Lakes later, but it looks like it's time for coffee. Well, we've left Rainbow Lake. We're heading along the Collegiate Trail. We're going to come up by Mount Harvard, and then eventually Mount Yale. We're going to hike down here till we find Frenchman Creek Trail. It's a bit of a hazy day. It's supposed to be sunny and clear, but it doesn't seem to be. But this is how the trail goes, and it's a nice little bit of down. But if you haven't figured it out yet, whenever you go down out here, it means the next corner you come around is the corner that says now you have to go back up and regain all the elevation that you've lost. You can take the logs or you can walk the stream. I think I'm going to take the logs, but I'm not going to have the camera going. hiking down to Silver Creek, and then gonna climb up to the left over there, 1,500 feet, apparently, to find a nice camp spot for the night. So this is the way we go. Night 10 of the Collegiate Loop experience. We are now back in the Collegiate wilderness. Our tent set up here, and then it's a nice little secluded spot. Just down in front of the tent, there's a couple beaver ponds. The stream is flowing nicely, and perhaps through the trees you can see the outline of Mount Yale, which will be going up along the east face of it tomorrow. We're not going up Mount Yale, but we're going to be climbing up the side of it and then over the other side. So this is our location for tonight. Nice tree coverage. It's very private, and it's going to be a wonderful night. We'll have lots of protection from the trees. Should be dry, and we should have a great night's sleep.